Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today I want to talk about the live streams on this channel, a little update, and I think this is very important for the people who have been a little confused because in the live streams I kind of announced what we were doing, so if you aren't into the live streams, most likely you missed that. But I got a lot of questions asking if the live streams were going to replace the regular videos, and they are not. Now there's a couple other updates I do want to let you guys know about. If you could give me a couple minutes, I'll try my best to squeeze it all in a couple minutes. And if you have any other further questions, you can put it down below. But the live streams are real important. But the first thing first, they are not replacing regular videos. I know we did do the comic book review this month as a live stream instead of the regular video, but that is just part of testing out the live streams because of lack of time that day to put together a big review. Now, we are testing out the lag, the camera, the OBS. I know some of the lag we squared away. We still have some issues. The camera I fixed in like the second one. It kept condensing the image. The OBS is the software, so that way I could put the chat on the screen. The microphone is my next big hurdle. I do want to go in and find the settings needed to raise the microphone volume up. This is a good microphone. This isn't something I just want to throw away and grab another one, because if I am not going in and finding the right settings in the software, I'm just going to have the same problems. So I have the settings maxed on the initial OBS software, so I guess I got to go in and find some other type of settings. So I'm going to be doing that. Now the reason we are testing the live streams on this channel is because I do want to incorporate more lives to bring the community together and do some fun things that I was planning on doing a year ago, but I didn't have a computer that was strong enough. The area I was living definitely didn't have internet that was strong enough, but when my move happens at the end of this month, I'm going to be hardwired into the internet connection, and I'm going to get a bit better internet package, so I shouldn't have any other problems. But that means that in the future, and we're discussing this now in some of the live streams, so if you want to get involved and put in some suggestions, definitely check them out. In the future, I want to combine the first impression videos and the afterthought videos into a live stream immediately after each episode. Now that's not going to replace our regular review where I talk and edit and yada yada yada, because I would like to do a in-depth analysis video for every single episode and maybe get that up around Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how long they are, depending on how much is actually in the episode. So that way for each episode of The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead, if we can make this work, I'll have the live stream after, and then we'll do a in-depth. Now, Fear the Walking Dead, we might not do the in-depth. I just thought about that. So it depends on the writing, and it depends on if there's a lot there. Maybe we can do one, but maybe condense it to make it a smaller version. And then also, I want to do the comic book reviews regular, just the way we've been doing it, where during the daytime I put out the regular review once a month, and on that same day at nighttime we're going to release or have a live stream discussion, so that way everyone has pretty much all day to read the first issue if you can, and then come and join the discussion for the new comic that released. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, wait a day, wait this, wait 5 days, and yada yada yada, but there's people read the comic and they watch the episodes. It's so different. Some people will do it right away, so, as soon as it releases. Some people wait a day, some people wait a week. I just can't please everybody, so it's going to be right when it's hot, as soon as it airs, and then we can move on to something else. But if you guys do have any other suggestions outside of that, feel free to put them down below. And another thing I do want to incorporate onto the channel are cast interviews. Now this is stuff that I'm really excited about, and if we get all the settings set up and there's nothing that's going to cut out in the middle of a cast interview, I would like to begin those. I've talked to a couple people and I think it would be very fun. They are definitely down to do it. Now given if we get somebody on, I'm not gonna try to get them to talk about newer seasons or things they can't talk about if that is the case. Like if we get somebody on that's in season 8, I'm not going to go nuts trying to squeeze them dry of information that they, can't give. So a lot of it might be discussing what it's been like being on set or some other questions. We could discuss things that maybe they're allowed to talk about. Maybe it doesn't spoil the plot or spoil this, but maybe it talks about the excitement of doing certain things like the 100th episode or, stuff like that. So again, keep this in mind. Even though we do a lot of predictions on this episode, if we do get the cast interviews off the ground, I don't want to make it seem like a thing thing where we're being snaky, trying to squeeze as much information out of them, because there's just this shit they can't say, you know. And sometimes it might get a little frustrating, and there's some anxiety there with them, because, you know, you loosen up, you start to talk, and you don't want to say something that you shouldn't say, you know. So that's one thing I want to make very clear, because I don't want someone starting to watch it being like, you're not asking anything about the new season, you're not getting any information out of them. Sometimes they can't talk about it. Now, another thing, there's some people asking if we're going to do live streams during the day. This is something I would like to do when we get settled after the move, and that is that's a very important date. I move at the end of the month. It'll take me a week or two, so somewhere in the middle of June, we're going to be settled into the new Mapp office. I should have everything set up with the internet, and then from that point on, from June, July, we're going to start with some gaming content. Not going to go too crazy. We're going to kick off the live stream. I'll start reaching back out for some cast interviews, and this is a lot, so, you know, it's going to be piece by piece, and there's going to be a little bit of a lot if we get it done right. I don't want to come right out and say, here's 2-3 weeks of just gaming stuff, and oh, here we got this. I would like to do a little bit each week and kind of keep it fresh and keep it cool. Now, we also will do exclusive Patreon live streams. That's something that we might run once a month. And again, if you guys have any suggestions or opinions down below, feel free to add them. One warning I will put up right now: Make a Path Presents was always created with a channel in mind, just like AMC. AMC is a channel on TV. I don't like and watch every single episode or every single show that AMC airs. There's some shows that they don't interest me, but just because they air shows that I don't like, it's not like I don't ever watch AMC. I watch them for the shows I like. So that's kind of the same idea, because one thing I keep seeing time and time again, there's some members of the Mapp family that watch Mapp and they say, I don't like every single thing you post, and that's just impossible. There's no way you're gonna like it, especially if we grow and we start, you know, bringing some people in and having some other different content. It's just impossible. So think of it as a channel with different shows. And if you don't like something that's on that show, I'm not mad at you. I mean, you shouldn't be commenting saying, don't ever do this again. We got, you know, tens of thousands of people watching at different times, and all of them have different tastes and preferences. Like last night, we did a live stream. If you don't like 2-hour live streams, we're not going to stop them. You know what I mean? Like last night is something I did, and I had extra time to go on, and it was just an open chit chat. And that brings me to the last thing. Just the channel chit chats, those are going to be impulsive, but if for whatever reason, if I just want to live stream and talk with the community for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, some people are not going to like that, and that's fine. Like, that is totally fine, and I absolutely understand 100%. But just because there might be a handful of people who don't like that, even if 98,000 people don't like that and 2,000 people do like that, then that means I'm doing it for the 2,000 people. I don't want to shit on, you know, 2,000 people just because the 98,000 is saying, you know what I mean? And that goes for a lot on this channel. You know, there's going to be different shows, and if you're not into everyone, that is fine. Now, if you have suggestions for them, if you were like, yo, Ronnie, I don't want the 2-hour ones, but can you take some of the meaty stuff and maybe edit it out and put it in its own video? Yeah, shit, I'm down for that. If you want to take some of the stuff we talk about, the new seasons, or like recently I went off for like 10 minutes about the A and what it means. If you want me to like rip some stuff like that and put it in its own video, sure, those are great suggestions. But what aren't great suggestions are saying, Ronnie, I don't like this content, so don't do it, because I got 500 other people saying we love this content, do it. So it becomes real difficult to kind of pick sides, you know? So absolutely put in suggestions, 100%, but this is a channel with different shows. That's the direction it's going. That's the direction it has always gone. I mean, the old intro was, you know, different channels, you know, what was it? Different shows, one channel, some shit like that. Wow, I even forget. But the point is, I want to use the live stream for to maximize the community coming together. You know what I mean? For right now, it's going to be a big benefit, because if I don't have time to edit a video because of the move, because of multiple different things, right now is a really rough spot because of the ad situation and because of the move and everything else happening. It's up in the air for a few weeks. I really don't know if, you know, I could say, listen, okay, this is problematic. I need to pick up some more work. Guys, listen, I'm not making a video for a whole week, or because of the move and everything else, I might be able to do 2, 3, 4 live streams, you know, but I can't sit down and edit videos. It might be only a half an hour live stream. That's all we can manage. So this is a rocky point for a number of different reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is the move. But that's a positive thing, because when I move, I plan on setting up an area where I could just sit down and I'm recording the gameplay. I don't have to reset up or transition over to the living room, because that's the structure I had set up here, and it just was so problematic. And not only that, I used something else that just was not working with my software, and it was just eating into time from me doing regular videos. That also made my schedule all warped and stuff, because I was spending so much time trying to look up videos and make some corrections just to find out it wasn't even compatible with my editing software. So at the end of the day, we're using live streams for what we can, but once the move gets set up and I'm doing the gaming stuff and I can sit down and do the reviews without moving anything, and then we have the live streams, everything we're doing in the new setup, I'm going to be able to sit down or stand up, hit record, and we're done. You know, maybe take a memory card out and then put it into the computer. That's about it. But we're going to have everything set up. So it's for the best, but it's just going to be a little rocky. But by the time, well, not Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead's early June. But by the time a couple episodes run in Fear the Walking Dead, will be settled. I will cover it from the very beginning, but by the time The Walking Dead Season 8 comes back, we should be good. We should have everything ironed out, and we should have a set schedule, and hopefully I'll post the website, or I'll launch the website, and then I can put the schedule and updates and announcements right on the website, or maybe an email notification, something like that. Again, any suggestions that can help for anything we talked about now, feel free to put those in the comments down below. I'm going to try to live stream tonight around 9-ish, maybe quarter to 9, something like that. I'm going to do my best. It might be 9, you know. And I only have an hour. I might go a little over, but there's something I really got to get done tonight, so I might definitely stick with that hour. So thoughts and opinions and suggestions, I'll see you here 9 o'clock, give or take, Eastern Standard Time. Love you guys. I mean, the support has been incredible. And I know once this ad stuff started really kicking the channel's ass, I thought we can weather the storm, and then it looked bleak, I shit you not. But all the support from the channel has me more positive today than I was 2 weeks ago. I shit you not. And that is from you guys. And that comes from everything together. It's not one thing that's saving a channel. It's everything, from every single little thing you guys are doing, from watching, word of mouth, likes, the shares, the Patreon, the super chats, stuff I'm even missing. Everything together is what's keeping this channel alive. So huge thank you. All right, guys. See you tonight.
Subscribe now.